Hey guys, I am Ian K, and in this video I wanted to do an updated showcase on a champion that I did earlier in my video probably a couple months ago, and that is Elder Skarg. So Elder Skarg in the other video I showed him in an unkillable team. I explained that his A2 is actually the highest dealing or one of the highest dealing single target damage in the game, and it's perfectly and the place where you can actually highlight this is in Clan Boss. So I've now with the AI preset, we can actually set his AI to not use his A3. So he will only use his A1 and A2. And I guess what's interesting about Elder Skarg is that his A1 allows him to place an increased speed on himself um, if he crits. So as long as you build him with 100% crit rate, he will have his increased speed permanently. So this means that when you build him in a team, you can build him with a speed and assume that he will always have that 30% increased speed, so you can make his speed extremely low. So in this video, I wanted to showcase Elder Skarg in an budget unkillable team. And this means that we will have two slow boys. Elder Skark will be the one of the slow boy, but he won't be the stun target. And then we will have the regular slow boy who will be the stun target. So this makes gearing a lot easier. And as you'll see later in the video, Elder Skark also deals a ton of damage. So he um, doubles as uh, your damage dealer, and you can build him extremely slow. So you can build him with extremely high attack. So I guess I'll show just a sneak peek of Elder Skark right now. So he has 6.4k attack, 148 speed, 102, 100% crit rate, high crit damage, and I didn't build him with accuracy, but if you can somehow fit it in the build, um, that would be fine too, because his A2 also places HP burn, but I wasn't able to fit that in. So he is in Fury and crit damage set. I found that Fury set is actually best. I tried Reflex set on him, but it is not very consistent because sometimes he will have his A2 up for 2 turns in a row with the Painkeeper's cooldown reset, and he will use it twice, and he will miss out on his increased speed. Then it will kind of throw the team off speed tune. So I would not recommend Reflex set in a budget unkillable team. So just as Masteries, he is in Giant Slayer. But yeah, this is just a sneak peek of Elder Skark. I'll show my other champions later on. All right. So I've recorded a run. So just as I guess reminder, that speed that I had on Elder Skark was for Nightmare. So I'll be doing the Nightmare run first. Then I'll showcase the run in Ultra Nightmare live. So so this is the team. So the important thing is to have an AI preset, right? So I have a Cult Brawler as a slow boy. I removed his A2, so he doesn't use that skill. He only uses his A1 poison. I have Feign for my decreased defense and weaken, and I removed the A2 poison because the Cult Brawler places a lot of poison, and if Feign uses the poison as well, the debuff bar might be overloaded, and the decreased defense and weaken might not get placed the following turn, or so on. So I've removed this A2. Then Elder Skark, you remove the A3. Then everything else is the same. So the speed, so this is the nightmare speed, so I have 121. It's the exact same speed as the budget unkillable for everyone. The only difference is Elder Skarg. So 177 on Feign, yep, 148 on Elder Skarg, 240 Maneater, and 220 Painkeeper. So this is the manual setup that I have for this team. So the setup is exactly the same as a budget unkillable. There's no difference. The only difference is Elder Skarg. So what you have to do is, all you have to do is just use his A2 on his first turn. That's it. Everyone else is you follow the exact same setup as a budget unkillable. And I have Krila here because I didn't change, but your slow boy it's basically just replace it with a cult brawler. Oh, and I guess I wanted to add is that you shouldn't use Krila in your budget and killable as a slow boy, because I found that Krila's the ally attack that sometimes makes allows Painkeeper to attack as well. It kind of ruined the skill rotation for um, the budget unkillable. So I wouldn't use an ally attack specifically for this team. I am aware that it might work on some other team, but for this team, I found that it went off tune a couple times, so I wouldn't recommend using Krila. Yep, so that was just a setup. Then it's full auto. So you saw right there Elder Skarg hitting a ton of times on his A2. Let's see that his A2 hit one more time, and then I'll just skip ahead to the end of the end of the run. So I guess one thing to note as well, just like any other budget unkillable team, this team is not affinity friendly because of the stun target. So you will have to switch like stun targets depending on the affinity. So in this case, this specific team with Occult Brawler as a stun target, it only works on Void and Magic, since a Cult Brawler is a weak affinity. In on Force, since his strong affinity, the clan boss will not target him; he will target someone else. And on Spirit, Elder Skarg is weak affinity, so the clan boss will target Elder Skarg. So to offset that, you will need to switch your stun target to uh, to a different affinity for those two affinities. All right. So that was just the first 10 rounds of the unkillable, so I'll just skip ahead. So you can see we are doing about a little over 1 million per turn, and this is for on Nightmare. So we'll easily hit the one key Nightmare. Nope, not sure what the lag is there. There, look at all those numbers. That's well, maybe like 500k of damage right there. All right. Yep, so this is the end. We hit about 53, 54 million damage on Nightmare. All right. Yep. So this is the team. We did about 5 million on Painkeeper, 9 million on Maneater, 19.5 million on Elder Skarg, 7.3 million on Fane, and 13 million on the Cult Brawler as the Slowboy. All right. So I'll show the gear that I have for Nightmare since they are currently geared for Nightmare. So I showed before earlier. Elder Skarg, 148 speed, and this is his attacking stats. I'll just show his gear quickly. We have Fane, 177 speed, 5.1k attack, um, 81% crit rate, 250 crit damage, and enough accuracy. So I have her in reflex set and refresh accessories, but I don't know, I don't really know how much that matters, to be honest, but I'll just try to gear her that way. Then a cult brawler. So one thing interesting to note here is that I have a cult brawler in retaliation set. So I think Retaliation set is actually an amazing set for the stun target. It gives you an extra chance to counterattack, and especially for someone like a Cult Brawler who places poison on his A1, his counterattack is very impactful. So as you can see, just a tip for building your stun target. I did not equip him in the boots. So you don't have to fully equip your champion to make for your stun target, since a lot of the time you might have like too much defense, too much speed, too much yeah, mainly defense because you need high HP. So you might have too much defense, so you can just or speed, so you can remove either the boots or the shield. You don't have to make the shield. You don't have to like max out the shield. Just leave it at 16 or even level 1. You don't have to fully enhance your artifacts. So even here I didn't enhance my banner since all that matters is the HP, defense, and the speed. You don't even need the crit rate here to be honest, since all his damage is mainly done from poison. So just enough accuracy, the amount of speed you need, and the highest HP in the team. So your ninja hunt gear, you might just want to keep them, at least a set for your stun target. All right. So yeah, my call brawler. So he's a Slowboy again, 1-1 speed. Then finally we have um, oh, the man eaters and the painkeepers. So my man eater, it's like the 240 speed, just a standard man eater build, high attack, high crit rate, high crit damage, and painkeeper. So painkeeper just in random gear, and the 220, and just how you build painkeeper as the second highest HP. So she will heal your team. All right. So this is my Painkeeper build. So now we'll be moving into Ultra Nightmare. So just like the Budget Unkillable Team, you have to change the speeds of your Slowboy. And in this specific team, you need to change the speed of Elder Skarg as well to work in Ultra Nightmare. So the same, you adjust the exact same speed for your Slowboy. So what I did was that I have like my main four a retaliation piece in the exact speed that I need for Ultra Nightmare, which is between 110 to 118. And I have an extra equipment that is just the right amount of speed to remove to get to that speed. So when I remove this helmet, I reach 113 speed. So this is the speed you need for Ultra Nightmare, and he is still the highest HP since at 42k, since my Painkeeper is tuned to be HP tuned to have 39k. So my Occult Brawler is still the highest HP with 42k. So you can mix and match your gear that way. Then for Elder Skarg, so he is at 148 speed now. So in order to have him for Ultra Nightmare, you need to reduce his speed. So I have a piece of gear that when I swap it, it's the perfect amount of speed needed. So where is it? Here. So I have a weapon that does not have speed. So you need to make him 132 speed. So you might have like a couple, maybe one or two pieces that you need to swap, but I have a perfect piece that have the exact amount of speed that I need. So when I swap this piece, it will make him 132 speed with still maintaining his other stats. So there it is. So on Ultra Nightmare, what you need is 132 speed on Elder Skarg. All right, let's try out the run. So this right now the clan boss is on magic affinity, so the stun works. The clan boss will target a cult brawler, but the problem is Feign. So Feign is weak affinity as well, so her debuff will not consistently land due to weak hits. So what I did was what I'll do is I'll swap out Feign. Uh, so I'll remove Feign. I'll swap her out for another decreased defense and weaken champion that I have built for backup, which is my Jintoro. All right, so I've regeared my Jintoro. I've actually taken him out of Reflex and just put him into a pure 100% raw damage build because I can't believe I didn't realize this before, but when you're using Jintoro combined with Painkeeper, Jintoro uses his skill um, on an alternate basis, A3, A2, A3, A2, A3, A2. So he never uses his A1. So Reflex is kind of pointless on him in this Budget Unkillable, which makes him really good in Budget Unkillable Team actually. So he will always use his A3 every other turn. I might have to make a separate video on Jintoro just to try to maximize his potential in Budget Unkillable. But yeah, so I've re-geared my Chintoro into full damage. So he has 6.1k attack, 100% crit rate, 244% crit damage, and enough accuracy. So he has 175 speed, which is the required speed range in the Budget Unkillable team. So yeah, so he's fully booked and is a War Master and a counter attack mastery. All right, so let's test the run out now. I'm kind of excited to see this uh, run performed, see how it does. Yep, so I've set his AI preset just to make sure he 100% uses these two skills because I think there was some kind of AI issue with him where he doesn't use his A2 when the clan boss is at a certain turn meter. So just using this to make sure he 100% uses it. Okay, so the AI preset. So I'm setting Jintoro as the lead because the clan boss is on magic affinity and it will 100% target Occult Brawler. So Occult Brawler doesn't have to be in the lead. But if it's any other affinity, you might want to just keep the stun target be the lead position. All right, so let's see the run. So it's the exact same budget unkillable setup. A3, A3. But the main difference in this Elder Skarg team is that you want to use his A1 first. All right, so Painkeeper A1, and then it's auto. So I don't have this run set on, I don't have this run pre-recorded. This is my first time testing this run, so I'll have to let this run go the entire time. So let's just take a look at Jintoro's multi-hit as well as Elder Skarg multi-hit once, then I'll fast forward and come back when the run ends. Look at all those damage. I can't wait to see Jintoro's hit. Oh, that is nice. And that is a nice one again. All right, there you have it. So it's a very comfortable two-key team. So we have Painkeeper Man-Eaters doing their however many damage, about 10 million between both of them. Elder Skarg doing 18 million. Occult Brawler almost 12 million. Jintoro 13 and a half million. All right. Yeah, so this is how Elder Skarg works in a budget unkillable team. So you can have basically two slow boys, Elder Skarg and your stun target as the slow boy. Yeah. So Elder Skarg. He's an awesome DPS champion for clan boss, and you don't require him to have high speeds. So, so if you have him in your vault and you need a DPS champion for your clan boss, you can consider using him. All right. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.